Welcome to week 29. So you're moving on along. 29 weeks, actually a pretty big week. Baby has hit the 3-pound mark and now is about 16 inches long. So the baby keeps growing and growing. But amazingly, even at 29 weeks, you're not even half the size the baby's going to be at term. So the growth gets bigger and bigger as you get closer. A lot of things are happening with the baby right now. You may notice that the baby starts developing hiccups. And this is a very common thing around this time in pregnancy. Hiccups is really caused by a nerve called the phrenic nerve that goes to the diaphragm. And because that nerve is just forming, it'll get into little spasms, and that's what causes the hiccups. And the diaphragm will move up and down. We all know what hiccups are. But to a pregnant mom, it can seem funny. It feel like the baby's tapping on the wall of the tummy. And I've had patients come in thinking that the baby's trying to communicate with Morse code or something. But really, it's just hiccups. It's not really the baby tapping. Another thing that's going on right now is the baby now is developing REM sleep, which means that we believe that the baby's actually dreaming at this point, which is kind of a funny thing to think about. It's like, who knows what a baby's dreaming about at 29 weeks? But it does have REM eye movements and REM sleep, and so we do believe that the baby's dreaming at 29 weeks. This is a good time to start your prenatal classes if you're going to take them. Most prenatal classes are offered once a week for a certain amount of time. 6 weeks is the typical period. This is a good time, sometime around 29 weeks, to start them because that'll get you done about a month before your due date. So you won't have the baby before you're done with your classes, but it won't be so far out that you've forgotten everything you learned. Now they also have other types of classes. They sort of have a weekend crammer course where you do it all in a weekend. If you're going to do that, you might wait until a little closer to your due date. But in general, not a bad time to start your prenatal classes at 29 weeks. The other thing at 29 weeks is you should start feeling the baby moving pretty constantly. The baby will have sleep-wake patterns, so there'll be times when the baby is not moving, but at least once a day there should be a good period of activity. And there's something called kick counts, where if you're worried the baby's not moving enough, you can do a kick count where you drink some fluid, make sure you're hydrated, maybe have a little snack, and then lay down and just concentrate on the baby. In that situation, you should feel at least 10 movements in less than 2 hours. If you can feel 10 movements in less than 2 hours, and they don't have to be huge movements, but just some movement, that's very reassuring that your baby is doing well. So that's a little test you can do if you're not sure if your baby is moving enough. So 29 weeks, baby's dreaming, it's growing, 3-pound baby now, maybe some hiccups, and a good time to start your classes.
Medtwice.com